Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the start of my playthrough of the Walking Dead series by Telltale. I will eventually play through all the seasons, and we're going to start with season 1, obviously. Episode 1. Obviously, a lot of zombies, a lot of blood, a lot of guts. If you don't want to watch that, don't watch this. We'll start with episode 1. A New Day. This is the definitive edition of the game, but I have turned off the black setting because it makes season 1 look weird. I don't like how it makes season 1 look. Also, please let me know how my new microphone sounds. I hope it sounds a lot better than my old one.
Well, I reckon you didn't do it then.
So it's the
Why do you
standard.
say that?
Sorry, that was the controller.
I've driven a bunch of
messed up,
fellas
so
down to this prison.
You gotta
Lord knows
pick
how
the
many.
options. Speech.
Usually it's about now I
Kind
get
of like
to,
watching
I
a
didn't
film,
do it.
but
Every time?
yeah,
Every time.
You can be quiet for most options, and there's a timer for for the amount of time you have to answer, look around, select stuff, that sort of thing.
I followed your case a little bit, you being a Macon boy and all.
You've got an opinion then?
Wouldn't say that. I go in for that
And I
innocent
know,
till
I know
proven
everybody
guilty
and
thing.
their grandmother
Even
has done
considering
a
who they say you
series on The
killed.
Walking Dead, but it's one of my favorite game series. And it's
I got
split
a
up
nephew
into
up at
chunks
UGA.
with the
teach
seasons and the
there long?
episodes. So I
Go on, I'm a
thought it
six-year.
would be a good thing to
Meet
follow
your
up
wife in
my
Athens?
Wind Waker randomizer.
You wanna know how I see it?
I got much choice?
Sure don't.
One of the big issues with The Walking Dead is that
Regardless.
not all of your
could be
choices
you just
matter.
married the wrong woman.
Like, for this one, no matter what you say, it'll always be. You'll always do that, no matter what option you
I'm
pick.
driving this man once. He was the worst one. He wouldn't stop going on about how he didn't do it. He was an older fella, big soft eyes behind a pair of smart folk glasses. And he just wailing back there. Says it wasn't him. Crying and snotting all over right where you're sitting. And before long, he starts kicking the back of the seat like a fussy baby on an airplane. And I'll tell him he's got to stop, that that's government property, and I'll be forced to zap him otherwise. So he stops, and having exhausted all his options, he starts crying out for his mama. Mama, it's all a big mistake. It wasn't me.
So did he do it?
They caught the fucker red-handed, stabbing his wife, cutting her up as the boys came through the
Always
door.
loved that line.
He sits in my car screaming bloody murder that it wasn't him. I think he actually believed it himself. It goes to show, people will up and go mad when they believe their life is over.
Cool thing is, the
I got
character
another
he's
good
talking
one for
about
you.
is
This one's a little bit less
actually
depressing
someone
and
from
a
the
bit more
comics.
hilarious, if I do say so.
In the road!
This other time,
So, the world of the Walking Dead game takes place in the same world as the comics. So TV show is in its own separate world, which I don't actually like. I've tried to watch the TV show a couple times, but I gave up on like the season where they were trying to exist as if the zombie apocalypse didn't happen. They were living in that town. I just gave up then, and so yeah, it takes place in the world as the same world as the comics. So you won't see Rick or those kinds of characters. You'll see one in this episode, but that's it then. for people from the comics and or TV show, I should say.
Oh, shit. Thirsty. Ah! Fuck! My leg.
Oh yeah, I should probably need to remember.
Hey! Hey, officer!
I'm not
Are you
just
all
playing
right?
this by myself.
I'm still cuffed back here.
So yeah, sometimes the controller
Officer?
overlay glitches
That
with
doesn't look good. He wasn't
it
ejected
kind of
from the
glitches
car.
between mouse, like as if you're playing with mouse and keyboard, as if you're playing with controller. It's a bit annoying. Hopefully it's not too distracting, but I like to play these games with controller because that's the first way I played them. What was the first? I think first time I played The Walking Dead was on PS4. I kind of missed it when it first released. By the time I got to The Walking Dead, the games, season 1 and 2 were, no, season 1 was all out, and then season 2 was, I think it was like 3 episodes in. So I was there to watch all the episodes for seasons 3 and 4 come out, and I played them all when they came out. At least season 4. I'm not sure about season 3.
Shit.
Zombies. And remember, they ain't zombies.
Officer? Holy shit! What in the hell?
That's the policeman who was just in the car.
Get away from me!
Gotta get the shotgun.
The hell are you? Shit!
Now I learned something about this game today. In a previous test recording, you can miss here and you
Don't
just
make me do
die.
this!
You can miss and then you just die. He just bites you and you're dead. I never knew that was there because I didn't think the game would actually let you fire if you weren't over him. So I was just mashing the button and then
Help!
I got shot.
Go
I
get
got bit.
someone! There's been a shooting! Ah!
Apologies for the creaky chair. I've always been annoyed by how decayed they already look at this point. Like, I mean, we never got a good time frame of how long he was out for. But I mean, he was out long enough for... We have no idea how long he was out for. So we have no idea how long it's been since the crash. Fences, the bane of all zombies.
Hello? Anybody?
So now we get to actually kind of play the game.
I'd fill one of those teacups with some bourbon if I could. Anybody up there?
Clearly nobody up there. So you might recognize his voice if you have played
Help!
the Honest Hearts DLC for Fallout New Vegas. He is Jed Masterson.
Hello? Anybody home? I need a little help.
And now we can enter.
Coming in. Don't shoot, okay? Ah, shit. Hello? I'm not an intruder. Or one of them. These people might need more help than I do.
Okay. I'm actually going to look around because it's been a long time since I've just played this game and just looked around instead of just doing the story. Because I can't really remember a lot of it.
Overturned, blood everywhere. Jesus.
Yeah, I remember the main story, obviously, but I don't really know much about the surrounding area.
God, that kid lived here. This whole neighborhood is deserted. What the hell? Cable's out.
So yeah, there's a lot of things in the world that our good hero Lee here
Maybe there's something on there.
will have to comment on.
3 new messages. Message 1, left at 5:43 p.m.
Hey, Sandra, this is Diana. We're still in Savannah. Ed had a little incident with some crazy guy near the hotel, so we had to get him back to the ER and have it checked out. Anyway, he's not feeling well enough to drive back tonight, so we're staying an extra day. Thanks so much for looking after Clementine, and I promise we'll be back in time before your spring break.
Message 2, left at 11:19 p.m.
Spring break, yeah.
Oh my god, finally. I don't know if you tried to reach us. All the calls are getting dropped. They're not letting us leave and aren't telling us anything about Atlanta. Please, just leave the city and take Clementine with you back to Murrieta. I've got to get back to the hospital. Please let me know that you're safe.
Message 3, left at 6:51 a.m.
Clementine, baby. If you can hear this, call the police. That's 911. We love you. We love you.
See, for me personally,
We love you.
it's always the stories at the beginning of the zombie apocalypse that that affect me the most. Like, obviously, the ones during the apocalypse are, sad as well. But it's always these ones where
Hello?
they have no idea what's going
You
on,
need
and
to
they
be
just,
quiet.
just makes me sad.
Who is this?
I'm Clementine. This is my house.
Hi, Clementine. I'm Lee.
You're not my daddy.
No, I'm not. Where are your parents?
Good question.
They took a trip and left me with Sandra. They're in Savannah, I think. Where the boats are?
Are you safe?
I'm outside in my treehouse. They can't get in.
That's smart.
And
See?
she didn't answer
Can
to
you
us,
see me?
so
I can see you through the window.
when we shouted up, she ignored us. So she's probably quite smart. And that blood, he just dodged like a second ago and immediately hits. Give me the hammer. Smash it with a hammer. I think she looks prettier. I don't know why that's making me laugh. Am I a psychopath?
Man.
Man.
Hi there.
Did you kill it?
I don't know. I think so.
Sometimes they come back.
Always
Have
go
you
for the
killed one?
heads.
No, but they get shot a lot.
You've been all by yourself through this?
Yeah, I want my parents to come home now.
I think that might be a little while, you know?
Oh,
Look, I don't know what happened, but I'll look after you until then.
And here we have the beginnings of one
what
of
should we do
the
now?
best written companionships in any game. I think they did a very good job of. There's a fine line that you have to walk between having the person you're like. It's basically, this game is kind of like an escort mission. Kind of the entire thing is an escort mission. You're trying to get her to her parents, but they walk the fine line where she's not too annoying. Kind of like how they did in God of War.
We need to find help before it gets dark.
Yeah, it's not safe at night.
Let's go. Stay close to me.
As we start going further in the game, you'll notice some decisions that, while they may, favor annoying characters, or it might let people die, it will favor people who will be around for the long haul. So I'll explain more when we get to one of them, but I'm not gonna try and make wrong decisions just because it'll be entertaining. I want to try and get the best for these characters that I
ain't
can.
never getting home to Mama at this rate.
This sucks.
Oh, it's hot dish night.
What's the matter?
Should I stay?
Or
What?
should I go now?
I don't want to sleep in the treehouse tonight, but I don't know if I should leave. What if my parents come home?
I won't leave you alone.
Let's go somewhere safe that's close, okay?
That's a good idea. Hey, man!
Holy shit!
Don't eat us! We're not gonna hurt you.
Phew. Thought for a second you and the little one were both gonna give us the chomp.
Do you know what the hell this is?
No idea. So you've seen them then?
You could say that.
I'm Sean. Sean Green.
Lee, this is Clementine.
I'm Chet.
We shouldn't be out in the open like this. How about you help us clear the way, and we'll take you and your daughter out of here and down to my family's farm. It should
So
be
the
safer
choice I
there.
made just
I'm
now,
not a dad.
with between night and day, is actually one of the choices that leads to a determinant with a
babysitter.
character being
Her
alive or dead.
parents are out of town.
So this character Chet,
Let's get going.
if you
Staying put
leave
for too long is a mistake.
in the day,
What do you want to do?
he's alive. But if you
I-
leave at night, he's a walker.
The monster's coming.
So,
Gotta go.
but he literally, this is the only time you see him, and a scene later on. So, it's not like you're missing out on content by you let him die.
As babysitters go, I'd say her parents owe you a tip.
You arrive at night time anyway, it's just whether he dies or whether he's alive. The one in the back. So this guy who's driving, he'll always survive night or day regardless, and there's no more danger whichever way you go. There's no bigger ramifications to that choice. There are some choices you make that have bigger ramifications, and one of them happens on this farm, so we will explain that later.
Hey, Sean, I'm gonna run on home. My mama's gonna be in a snit.
No sweat, man. I'll catch you tomorrow night.
It was nice to meet you both.
Thank God you're okay.
I was worried it'd be bad here, too.
Been quiet as usual the past couple days. Old Brecken down the way thinks his mare's gone lame, but that ain't nothing new.
I wouldn't have made it back without Chet.
Well, I'm glad you took him with you then.
Herschel in The Walking Dead
You brought
works
a couple
as a character
guests.
really well. He works as somebody,
Your boy's a lifesaver.
Glad he
he's
could be a
'cause
help
he's
to
oblivious
somebody.
to basically everything
So
that's
it's
going on
just
around
you and
him,
your daughter, then.
to the point where it puts his
Oh,
family
not
in
his
danger.
daughter. He's the babysitter.
But
Honey, do you know this man?
yeah, I accidentally lied
Yes.
to one of them,
Okay, then.
and
Well, looks like you hurt your
doesn't
leg
really
pretty bad
affect
there.
anything. But yeah,
Yeah, it's not doing so good.
I can help you out. Sean, run on in and check on your sister. You take a seat up on the porch and I'll go see what I have.
it's funny because any other time during the apocalypse, the first immediate thought would probably have been, "Is that a bite?" But because Herschel is so
Let's have a look.
trusting and so kind, he just decides to
this
treat
is
them.
swollen to hell.
It hurts like hell.
I bet it does. What did you say your name was?
It's Lee.
Nice to meet you, Lee. I'm Herschel Green.
Herschel Green.
How'd this happen?
Car accident.
That's so. Where were you headed before the car accident?
I was getting out of Atlanta.
The news says stay.
Yeah, well, that's a mistake. We hit a guy. One of those things you've been hearing about. On the road.
Who were you with? The girl?
I was with a police officer. He was giving me a ride.
Awful nice of him.
I'm an awful nice guy.
House is full up with mine. We got another displaced family of 3 sleeping in the barn. You and your daughter are welcome to rest there when we're done here. I didn't get your name, darling.
Clementine.
Can't imagine what you've been through, Clementine.
Looking after her until we find her parents.
Hey, Dad. So I'm thinking, first thing tomorrow, we gotta reinforce the fence around the farm.
That doesn't seem necessary.
I don't know what you saw on TV or heard on the radio, but there's some serious shit hitting the fan. I don't think anyone knows how big it is yet.
Your son's right. You're gonna want to fortify this place.
Stuff like that doesn't happen around here, Sean.
Dad, I'm serious. Lee, come on. Tell him what you saw out there, man.
Teenage girl with her guts spilled out on the floor stood up from the dead and tried to bite me.
Well, do what you think you should. We got plenty of chores as it is.
Lee and those folks in the barn
No
can
matter
help out in the
how-
morning.
no matter how
We
honest
gotta
you
do
are
it.
with Herschel.
Really.
He'll
I
always have a
already
word
said
with you
okay.
later on and get annoyed at you.
Well,
no matter
I'm
how
all
honest
done
you are.
here. It should start to feel better tomorrow.
Thanks.
And lying
It's hot
about
or
who
the
you
swelling
are
doesn't go
doesn't
down,
have
you're
any
probably dealing with an infection.
ramifications.
What do we do then?
We'll probably just have to shoot you. We'll clean it, redress it, and you'll be fine.
Okay, that'd be preferable.
There's blankets and such in the barn. We'll be seeing you bright and early. Come tomorrow, which way you think you're headed?
Towards Macon, I suppose. All right, then.
It smells like...
Shit. I'm sorry. I shouldn't talk like that.
That was a swear.
Yes, it was.
I missed my mom and dad.
I bet, Clem.
How far is Savannah?
Pretty far.
Oh, okay.
I love you, baby.
Hey, get up.
What a powerful stash.
I'm itchy.
Well, you slept in a barn, little lady. Lucky you don't have spiders in your hair. But I bet your daddy scared them all away, huh?
I'm, not her dad. Name's Lee.
I'm Kenny.
Dad, we're in the middle of a fence. There's a tractor and everything.
I hate Duck.
We better get going, or we won't hear the end of it. That's my boy, Ken Jr. We call him Duck, though.
Dodging or quacking?
Quacking.
Dad!
See? The word is you were on your way to Macon.
My family's from there.
Well, Macon's on the way, and personally, I'd appreciate the company of a guy who can knock a couple of heads together if he has to.
Sure, we'll tag along.
It's a plan, then. Honey, Duck, this is Lee. And, what's the girl's name?
Clementine.
Clementine.
That is a very pretty name.
Thanks.
Well, we should get to work. We've all seen what those things can do out there, so the faster we get this fence up, the better.
I want to build a fence.
Yeah? Well, I need a good foreman. You can sit on the tractor and yell at me whenever I take a water break.
On the tractor? Cool!
Duck and I will hop to it.
He's gonna regret that decision.
I can keep an eye on your little girl here on the porch. We can visit.
And we're going to leave it there for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. I hope I'll see you in part 2 of episode 1. Thank you and goodbye.